Good morning, students. This is your Maths 1 online teaching session and concluding session for the second chapter, that is real numbers. One last part is left. The new concept that you need to learn in this chapter is absolute value. Today we will be learning the definition and solve few sums based on it. Absolute value. What is the definition of it? The magnitude of a real number without regard of its sign is called its absolute value, also called as modulus. Means when I consider a real number, I don't have to take into account its sign. Without regard of its sign is called its absolute value. The next definition I can also define it in another way as, if x is a real number, then absolute value of x is its distance from 0 on a number line. Now we have learned how to find distance on a number line, whether it is to the positive side or to the negative side. Suppose I have a number line where I am showing you a number on the left hand side of the 0. Okay, suppose -4. At that place I have indicated a coordinate as A and I asked you to find the distance of that point A from the origin. Will you tell me that the distance is -4? No. Why? Because distance is never negative. Even though it is on the negative part, answer is always positive. That is what is called as absolute value. See, if x is a real number, then absolute value of x is its distance from 0 on a number line, which is written as, see how it is written. In two vertical lines I am writing x, and how we read it, it is read as absolute value of x or modulus of x or mod x. In short we can say this as mod x. Okay, now what I want you to understand in this, that this absolute value can never be negative, because it is what, it is distance of a point from 0 on a number line, and distance is never negative, so absolute value is never negative. Now before we move to the exercise, there are few important points that you need to remember. Let's see that. And I want you to write all these points in your notebook as well. Okay? See, first point. If x is greater than 0, right? X is greater than 0, then mod of x is x. Now what is the meaning of this? I'll show you with the help of an example. See this. If x is greater than 0, I have randomly taken one value as 3. Mod of 3. So what will be the answer? It will be 3. If x is positive, then absolute value of x is x. See, I have taken a positive number 3. And when I find the mod of it, the answer is also positive. First property. If x is equal to 0, then what will happen? Mod of x is 0. If x is 0, then absolute value of x is also 0. Correct? Now this is important to remember. If x is less than 0, correct? This is what I was telling you, that if you take a negative number, will the answer be positive? Let us understand this. See, I have taken -3. Is -3 less than 0? Yes. So what will be mod of -3? See the property. When I take a negative number, mod of it also will be negative like this. Right? It answer is -x. But since the number itself was negative, so minus of -3 will become +3. Do not get confused. Again I am repeating it. Try to understand. First thing is, when x is negative, right, what will happen? Mod of x is -x. See this, -3, right? This minus is from the property, the definition. See this. This minus is from here. And x is what? X itself is minus. So it will be minus of -3, which becomes +3. I hope you are understanding it now. Important thing to remember, whether it is positive number like 3, whether it is 0, or whether it is a negative number like -3, always the answer will be a positive number. Now 3, 3, and when it is 0, the answer will be 0. Okay, so the important point, absolute value of any real number is never negative. Okay, I hope you have understood these important points, correct? So please make a note of all these points. You need to write it in your book also. Okay, absolute value of a real number is never negative. Now with this knowledge, we are going to start with our exercise sums, the last exercise, that is 2.5. So the first sum, see the question what they are asking us. They are telling us to find the value, right? Find a value, in which they have asked us 3 simple questions. Now these are 1 mark questions, not more than that. But all the 3, see, they are different from each other. Let's see what is the difference. The first question is mod of 15 minus 2. So concept is you need to simplify the number inside the mod sign first. So mod of 15 minus 2 is nothing but mod of 13, right? It's a positive number. So when it comes out of the mod sign, answer is also positive. So answer is 13. Look at the next one. Mod of 4 minus 9. The answer is negative, minus 5. But when it comes out, it will become minus of minus 5 actually, which is plus 5. This is what I was explaining in the previous slide. Whether the number is positive or the number is negative, when it comes out of the mod sign, answer is always positive. Correct? Now look at this. It is mod of 7 into mod of minus 4. Now individually they have written these numbers in the mod sign. Don't try to take it as minus 20, mod of minus 27 and then 28 and then 28. Okay? See, individually it is written mod of 7, so take it out 7. Mod of minus 4, so take it out as 4. And 7 into 4 is nothing but 28. I hope you have understood these three types. One was positive, the second number was negative, still the answers are positive. And the third is individually take it out of the mod sign and then multiply. Okay, so these are the three sums. Now we come to the next question, that is question number 2. What is the difference between question number 1 and 2? See, this is solve. And what was question number 1? Question number 1 was find the value. This is not equated to any value. It was simply find the value, simplify, add and subtract, get the answer. But this question is solve where it is equated to some value. So what is the property? When you have some number written in mod and it is equated to a value, the property or the concept to remember is it comes out of the mod sign. See, 3x minus 5, 3x minus 5. Do not change the sign here. Okay, it comes out as it is, but the value to which it is equated, that will now take two values, plus and minus. Okay, again I am repeating this. Most of you get confused when you write like this. Few start changing the sign of this only, 3x minus 5 and then this 3x plus 5. Don't do that. The number which is inside the mod sign will come out as it is two times, because this value to which it is equated will have two values now, plus and minus. So this will be once plus 1, this will be minus 1. Okay, understand it properly. Don't change the sign of this as it is. This value to which it is equated will be plus and minus. Now you have these two simple equations which can be simplified and got the answer, right? So 3x minus 5 is equal to 1. Shift this minus 5 this side, it becomes plus 5. Here also minus 1 plus 5. 1 plus 5 is 6, minus 1 plus 5 is 4. So x is equal to 6 upon 3 or x is equal to 4 upon 3. Since this can be reduced to 2 and this cannot be reduced, write it as 4 upon 3. So final answer will be therefore x is equal to 2 or x is equal to 4 upon 3. I hope you have understood all the steps. Yes? Okay. Write it fast and we move out to the next question. The next question is this. Exactly similar, no difference at all. Here also mod of 7 minus 2x is equal to 5. What should be my first step? Don't change the sign of this. This will be 7 minus 2x, 7 minus 2x. But this will be having two values now. One is plus and one is minus. Correct? So it will be plus 5 and minus 5. Now again two simple equations. Simplify it. 5 will come this side minus 5. Same way minus 5 will come this side as plus 5. And this minus 2x will become positive. 2x and 2x. Okay. So 7 minus 5 is 2. And 7 plus 5 is 12. So 2x is 2 and or 2x is 12. So x will be 2 upon 2, that is 1. Or x will be 12 upon 2, that is 6. It's not different. I hope it is not difficult also for you now. What you need to remember is when you take the number out of the mod sign, this number will have two values, plus and minus. Two simple equations, simplify it and get the final answer. Okay, I hope this second sum is also clear. Yes? Okay, let us move to the next question. The next question is this. Mod of 8 minus x upon 2 is equal to 5. Correct? Not difficult at all. The only thing is it is having a fraction. Absolutely easy. What should be my first step? I'll take this number out of the mod sign. Yes, 8 minus x upon 2. But this number will now have two values. Which values? Plus or minus 5. Once it will be plus 5, once it will be minus 5. I hope it is clear. It is 8 minus x upon 2 is equal to 5, or 8 minus x upon 2 is equal to minus 5. Okay, then what? Now since it is having a denominator 2, I will try to remove that, multiplying both the sides by 2. Correct? When I multiply 2 here, it will get cancelled, or you just understand it that this 2 can be shifted to right hand side. So what it will be? 8 minus x is equal to 5 2s are 10. 8 minus x is equal to 2 into minus 5, that is minus 10. Once it will be minus 10 and once it will be 10. Now again two simple equations. Solve it. 10 can be shifted this side, it will become minus 10. Minus x this side, it will become x. Same thing here. So 8 minus 10 is equal to x, or 8 plus 10 is equal to x. 8 minus 10 is minus 2 and 8 plus 10 is 18. I hope all the steps are clear. It was a fraction, but I don't think it was difficult. Simple, straightforward steps. First take it out of the mod sign. The value to which it is equated will have two different values, one plus and one minus. Simplify it, two simple equations you will get the final answer. Okay, so x is equal to minus 2 or x is equal to 18 is the solution of this. Okay, let us move to the next question, that is question number 4. Question number 4 is similar type, where it is also having a fraction. See this, 5 plus x upon 4 is equal to 5. Now the difference between the third and the fourth. See, this is 5 plus a fraction, correct? And see the previous one, it was already a fraction, 8 minus x upon 2. This full thing is a fraction. Okay, and this, the next question, it is 5 plus x upon 4. It is not 5 plus x, the full thing upon 4. Try to understand the difference. Okay, first thing is what? Take this number out of the mod sign, 5 plus x upon 4 as it is. Now this number, which is 5, will be equated to two values, that is plus 5 and minus 5. See, plus 5 and minus 5. Now be careful. In the previous sum, since it was fraction, I told you take this to this side. This was 8 minus x, the full thing upon 2. So I told you to shift this to this side and it will become minus 10 and plus 10. But can I tell you to do the same thing here? No. Why? Because it is not 5 plus x upon 4. It is individually x upon 4 and this is 5. Correct? So what should I do? As my next step, I will shift this 5 this side. It will become 5 minus 5. X upon 4, the fraction will be as it is. Okay? Again I am telling you, this is a slight difference between this and the previous sum. The way how it is written. It is 5 plus x upon 4. Okay? So shift this 5 here. Even this 5 will be shifted here. It will become minus 5 minus 5. Right? So 5 minus 5 is 0. Minus 5 minus 5 is minus 10. Now you can take this 4 this side and this 4 also this side. So 4 into 0 is 0. So one value of x is 0. 4 into minus 10 is minus 40. So the answer will be x is equal to 0 or x is equal to minus 40. I hope this sum is clear. The basic difference between this and the previous sum is clear. Yes. What are the steps for this? What I have taught you today, let us summarize everything. I have told you how to find the value when the number is in mod. Simplify it and get the answer. That was question number 1. Yes. Question number 2 was solve. When it is equated to some value, how to get the answer. What are the basic steps? Separate two values of it, plus 5 and minus 5. Two simple equations. Simplify it. Be careful while simplifying it and get the final answer. Okay. So, I hope you have understood this last sum also. And this was the end of the second chapter. Correct? 2.5 we have finished and we have come to the end of this chapter. I hope you have understood the second chapter very nicely, important one. Yes, solve all the sums. Problem set we will see later. Whatever exercise sums we have done, I want you to complete in your notebook. Next chapter, next session I will start. Okay, thank you.